This is the second part of a two-part series. If you haven't seen the first part, then go ahead and check that out now so you can know what the fuck is happening. Unless you're a masochist who loves being stripped of context, then you can go ahead. But, you know, I still appreciate that view on that first part anyway, so, yeah, that's all I have to say. You know, Watch Mojo is, looking pretty tame about now. I mean, everyone always complains about how they have oddly specific lists, but you haven't seen shit until you've read top 10 best two-digit numbers. This is a real list. Top 10 best numbers between 1 and 100. Top 10 months of the year. Top 10 best planets. How the fuck are you even gonna rank planets, nigga? You've only been on one! Oh yeah, because we can all relate to top 10 stupidest things parents let their kids do at the age of 10. That's a real interesting list. I'd love to look into that sometime. Why not say top 10 dumbest things parents let their kids do? Just end it there. You don't have to specify top 10 foreskin follicles that fall off whenever you're fucking getting a circumcision. You don't gotta make that clarification, buddy. Top 10 reasons to hate boys. Let's look into this fascinating artifact here. Number 1. They kill girls and women for no reason. I'm guilty, what can I say? I go out on the streets, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking kill girls and women for no reason. Hell yeah. Because I'm a boy, I can get away with it. But this list, it's made me see the error of my ways. Number 2, they grow up to be extremely violent. This is a real weapon. You watch out, I'll cut your fucking head off. Sorry, it's just me being a boy. That wasn't intentional, that was just my manhood getting in the way. They're misogynists. This list is called Top 10 Reasons to Hate Men. And you're calling me a misogynist. They sexually abuse girls. Okay. I didn't know this much about myself. I gotta stop doing this. Number 8. They judge girls by their looks and not their personalities. And then, like, right below that. This list is fucking magical. I scrolled up a little bit. And it gets even better, alright? They think they rule the top 10s. Because if evolution has proved anything, it's that I'm the fucking king of the top 10s. You think get the fuck off of top 10s. Top 10s is where men go to be men. I just imagine a fucking 50-year-old guy coming home to his housewife and he's like, hey honey, I got your dinner, and he's like, just put it on my plate, alright? This is top 10 time, alright? This is whenever the boys come in. This is time for the boys. They insult girls, unlike the entirety of this list. I gotta get off my knees, it's fucking hurting me. They underperform girls in school, okay? Alright, yeah. They don't mind getting dirty. I don't know how that's a deficiency, but okay. They fart a lot. Alright, yeah. Number 16. They pee standing up. Oh man. The top comment for that one is, you're just jealous of our ability. They are crybabies. What the fuck does that... You just contradicted everything you said, but by just like implying that they're just fucking... Oh man, men are this big, omnipotent force. They'll fuck your wife if you're not looking, but they're also crybabies. They hate the Disney Channel. Alright, I'm done with this fucking list. I'm tired of it, okay? I know this is written by a fucking little girl. I don't need to go on about it. A big issue with the way these lists are made and shipped off to the site come in hand with how much freedom users are given to the platform's resources. I've talked about it briefly in my creepypasta video, but just to summarize, sometimes when you give people too much power, they will abuse the living hell out of it. They'll typically make whatever the hell they want because nobody's gonna stop them, and it's typically not very hard to gain recognition on the site. So then you get a lot of lists that just sound like shit posts, but they aren't shit posts at all, like in the slightest, nada. And that discovery can either be the best thing you'll ever witness, or the worst. It just really depends on if you're an optimist or not. And you know, I get it. There's a bunch of sites that see the appeal and the freedom to create wherever the hell you want to, so naturally, they pursue it. It makes sense. But depending on the fan base and the type of content your site is geared towards, it can attract the wrong people and just overload your site with a bunch of bullshit. This perfectly applies to the top 10s because top 10 channels and sites don't usually have a very good fan base to back them up, and this isn't a rag on the format of top 10 lists either. I think it's an incredibly digestible format you can make while also getting your point across. But you have channels that are built around mostly making top 10 lists, like the aforementioned Watch Mojo, who don't really have any respect for the YouTube platform and see it more as a business rather than a passion, which is a very bad approach to a site that is predominantly ran by passionate creators who love their job. For some people, it isn't even a job, but they're still passionate about it, like Zokolov, or LS Mark, or even myself. As to why the fan base to these sites and channels aren't typically the best, well, the top 10 community has generally accepted an incredibly generic formula. Since Watch Mojo and BuzzFeed don't like to challenge themselves or their audiences, their list will be overly predictable, and since most of their products are soulless anyways, their fans will just kind of eat it up. That's why you could totally see a video about top 10 Radiohead songs, and number 1 ends up being Creep because it's their most popular, or like top 10 drummers of all time, and the first choice will always be Ringo Starr because he was involved with a famous band from the 60s, rather than his actual ability to play the drums or his own influence on the art form. So finally, we reach the concluding issue of how all of this ties back into the creation of these individual lists. This fanbase is now inspired by this generic paste of a genre that goes completely unchecked and unchallenged. Because a majority of the format consists of predictable schlock that does nothing to entice or engage the general public, the fanbase will typically consist of people who know full well what the number 1 choice on the list will be, but they instead use the genre as a platform for self-validation more so than a genuine and honest discussion in which people exchange their opinions over a given topic. What this means is that their list will offer little to no legitimate reasoning for why anything is placed the way it is, but it won't have to either, because it's become a norm in the top 10 community to completely disregard opposing opinions. I mean, for fuck's sake, there's an option on this site every time you make a new list to completely disable everyone else's voting privileges for the sake of maintaining your own list. You can override everyone else's opinion because you created the list, which clearly shows that there is an appeal in just using the format to self-justify yourself. You know what? Fuck it. I'll make a list on this site right goddamn now.
SEX, IOU, CIA, DDT, NAACP, BS, TSVD, SEX, IOU, CIA, DDT, NAACP, BS, TSVD. SEX, IOU, CIA, DDT, NAACP, BS, TSVD, SEX, IOU, CIA, DDT, NAACP, BS, TSVD.
Wait a minute. This is the wrong fucking flavor. Everybody, I present to you top 10 best peace tea Texas sweet style ingredients. Number 10, 0% juice. Number 9, 19 G's of carbohydrate. Number 8, sucralose. Number 7, tea powder. Number 6, Texas. Texas sweet style just wouldn't be, it wouldn't be what it is without that sweet Texan flavor in it. Number 5, natural flavors. That's a very good one. Number 4, cane sugar. Number 3, the little green leaf that makes the tea, because we wouldn't have the tea without that little green leaf. Number 2, water. By far the one of the top tier most important parts of tea. You have to have that leaf and you have to have water. And number 1, citric acid, with the sole reasoning of subscribe to my channel, PewDiePie. A quote from Exro, please. Well, that's my list. Go fucking vote for yourselves, you assholes. That's really all I had to say with this video. I just want to have a little bit of fun this time around by just making fun of just really awful lists. If you like this video, go subscribe. I got several other things like it, so you know, I think you'd like it. Hopefully next week I have an actual topic planned out. I have no goddamn idea. I guess we'll see. This has been Exro telling you to fuck off.